Before we get started, I want to be clear. Everything on this channel is for educational and personal growth purposes only. Nothing here should be considered financial advice. I woke up Friday morning, went to class per usual, but after class, something immediately caught my attention. The VIX, the Volatility and Fear Index, spiked above 30. Now, most investors see that and panic. What they'll do is pull out cash, sit on the sidelines, and wait. But historically speaking, when the VIX peaks, that creates opportunities in the market. So the real question is, are you reacting emotionally or positioning yourself strategically? And the more important question is, how are you allocating yourself during a volatile time like we are in right now? My name is Garrett. I'm a finance major at WSU and an active stock and ETF trader. I got my first portfolio about 11 months ago and made it my goal to grow that portfolio to 7 figures. If you want to follow me along my 7-figure journey in real time, the wins, the losses, and the decisions, make sure you hit that subscribe button. In today's video, we will go over the VIX, my monthly gain loss for March 2026, and 3 positions I recently implemented in my portfolio. Let's dive in. First, let's start off discussing the VIX. As of the close this last Friday, the VIX was priced at $31.05, meaning there is extreme fear in the markets. Now, based on my VIX allocations, 0 to 5% of my portfolio should be in cash, and 95 to 100% of my portfolio should be invested. Right now, I'm sitting at 5.5% in cash and 94.5% invested. So we are really close to our VIX allocations. Now, with the VIX being priced above $30, that technically permits me to add money to my portfolio. Although, here's where discipline matters. Last month, the month of February of 2026, I added $1,700 to my brokerage account. Instead of overextending, I'm electing to not add any more money to the brokerage account. Second, let's dive into my monthly realized gain loss for transparency purposes. So for the month of March, my realized gain was $163. A couple weeks ago, I sold 4 shares of WDC, and that's where that profit came from. My realized loss was $88. Very early on in the month of March, I sold 4 shares of Amazon to further meet my VIX allocations. Now, obviously, that March was a rather slow month. I really don't like selling stocks in the red, but because of the Iran war, the AI sector crash, and the oil prices increasing so significantly, a lot of the stocks I'm investing in weren't in the green, so I didn't have the opportunity to make as much in the realized gain as I ideally would. Although slow months and losses are a part of the process, what separates long-term success and short-term emotion is how you manage these losses. That is exactly why I choose to upload my realized monthly gain loss the last Friday of every month. Third, let's discuss the 3 stocks I recently added new positions to in my portfolio. First up, let's talk CLS, Celestica. Now, over the last couple weeks, Celestica has slowly but surely, under the radar, been gaining some bullish momentum. I presume that if we get some good news regarding the Iran war or oil prices, that can catalyst the Celestica stock up even more. Next, we have one of my favorite stocks as of recently, WDC, Western Digital. Now, it seems WDC has completely ignored all the volatility in the market. The Iran war, the oil price increase, and the AI sector fall off. Being 1 week ago, WDC actually hit all-time highs, which is ridiculous. It typically in volatile times like this, when the VIX is super volatile, going in between that $25 and $30 range, you don't expect companies to reach all-time highs. The type of stocks I want in my portfolio are the type of stocks that are thriving or I don't even want to necessarily say thriving, but at least consolidating during this time, because when we get some good news in the market, that gives me every reason to believe the price of that stock will catalyst. Finally, we have GLW. Now, GLW is actually a new stock to the portfolio. Similarly to WDC, GLW has been not only not consolidating, but thriving throughout this volatile time in the stock market. See, when I see stocks performing extremely well during the Iran war and oil price crisis, I can only imagine how the stocks are going to perform when the market as a whole begins to ascend. Right now, we are at the very bottom of the Iran war and oil price crisis. So when we hear some good news from Donald Trump, or oil prices drop down into the high 70, low $80 range, these stocks are going to thrive even more than they're doing right now. In conclusion, the market is currently driven by extreme fear. March of 2026, my realized gain was $163 and my realized loss was $88. 3 stocks I've recently added new positions to in my portfolio are CLS, WDC, and GLW. Now, if you guys do want to follow me along my 7-figure journey in real time, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Furthermore, I appreciate all constructive criticism, thoughts, and ideas you guys leave in the comments. I do read all of them and implement the strategies you guys suggest in my videos. I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you.